Hey Falcons, I'm Max.
And I'm Cassidy.
On this week's edition of the Nafo News, we'll take a look at sports with Ben and Caitlin,
See what our Falcons are saying on Twitter,
and recap a special Thanksgiving surprise.
With so much in store, stay tuned for this week's edition of the Nafo News.
Barbie, let's go party.
A Barbie girl in the Barbie world, life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation.
We all had fun over Thanksgiving break, but now it's time to get back into the swing of things.
Let's head over to Bella and David for announcements.
Hey Falcons, I'm David.
And I'm Bella with this week's announcements.
The chorus concert is at 7 p.m. on December 8th at Nation Ford.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, "Rockers awake, Christmas is here, bringing a cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, dong, that is the song, play triple ring, all caroling.
One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come praising the sound, going in the daytime, in the tone, scaring the ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, dong, that is the song, ding dong, all caroling. Ding dong,
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, "Rockers awake, Christmas is here, bringing a cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, dong, that is the song, play triple ring, all caroling.
one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come praising the sound, going in the daytime, in the tone, scaring the ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, dong, that is the song, ding dong, ring, all caroling. Ding dong,
Dawn without it, there's a full time to every home. The breast cancer walk for the pageant girls will be held here at Nation Ford on December 8th. If you guys have any questions, ask Ms. Kulowski.
The last city council meeting is on December 14th.
Pageant girls, your deadline for your ad sales is December 21st. Also, pageant girls will be selling Krispy Kremes on February 3rd for breast cancer awareness. Congrats to the names listed for making it into the 2017 Miss Nation Ford pageant.
That's it for your weekly announcements.
There's so many exciting things going on around the school that I didn't know about.
Speaking of exciting things, one student at Nafo got a special surprise last Tuesday. Let's take a look. It's nice to see friends and family coming together for the holidays.
One popular holiday destination is the Biltmore in Asheville, North Carolina.
Happy holidays, Nation Ford. I'm Carly, reporting from the Biltmore Estate, located in Asheville, North Carolina. Established in the late 1800s by George Vanderbilt, the home attracts over 1 million guests throughout the year and about 10,000 to 12,000 per day during the Christmas season. The house features 62 Christmas trees that are decorated with 13,000 ornaments and 30,000 lights. The tallest stands at 35 feet, located in the banquet hall, where the Vanderbilts and their guests would have parties, dinners, and open their gifts on Christmas Day. But the holiday spirit isn't limited only to the Biltmore House. It extends throughout the entire property, including the 2 on-site hotels and Antler Hill Village, where guests can dine, shop, and of course enjoy the scenery. Christmas at Biltmore remains until January 8th, 2017 if you would like to enjoy this experience for yourself. This has been Carly reporting for the Nafo News, and enjoy the holiday season, Falcons.
Wow, the Biltmore Estate is huge.
Yeah, just think about how much food they could fit in there.
Probably not as much food as our school brought in for the canned food drive this year.
My favorite part of the Student Hunger Drive is actually the kickoff, which we're at tonight, because it's basically this giant pep rally and everyone comes together to get excited about fundraising and collecting cans for the hungry people.
We are privileged and we do have the means to give back, and so I think it's important that we do so to help our community.
It's important to be involved in philanthropy events as a high school student, because if we start small doing service projects in our community when we're young, when we're older we can do so much more as we're given more resources.
Our school participates in the Student Hunger Drive because our school realizes that student hunger is a big issue in the area, and we like to do all that we can in order to help it.
Our school's been involved in the Student Hunger Drive for a lot of years now, and we pull from a very fortunate community, so we feel it's important to give back.
It's important to me that we are involved in the Student Hunger Drive because I believe that I should show my love for people and the Charlotte surrounding area and community, that we care about the needs that are affecting them by giving back and by inspiring our students to address the issues that are current.
So many people around Independence have hunger needs, and I think it's important to involve them and make sure that they're covered for whatever food needs they have.
And we just don't want any more hungry families. We want to do what we can to help feed and take care of our community.
We really dominated the canned food drive this year.
That's not the only thing we dominated this year. Our fall sports have been taking over the competition. Here's Ben and Caitlin with sports.
What's up, guys? I'm Ben.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're here with this week's edition of
The Playbook. With football coming to an end, other sports are just starting.
The boys and girls basketball teams are already working hard to dominate this season.
That's right, Ben. The boys varsity basketball team beat Lancaster this Tuesday with a score of 49-33.
And girls won 38-31.
This year our team is looking good offensively and scoring points. Outside of school, we go out to eat and hang out together, so we get team bonding.
Girls soccer conditioning is going on right now. If any of you ladies want to come out for the team, see the coach.
Also, boys soccer conditioning is happening as well, every Tuesday and Thursday from 4 to 6.
Along with soccer, softball workouts are happening right now too. If anyone's interested, email Coach Kidd.
That's it for this week's edition of The Playbook.
Now, let's shoot it back to Max and Cassidy.
You know, with the sun beating down, it does get a little hot.
And?
And I wish I had a Coke right now.
A Coke? You mean Pepsi, right? Everyone knows Pepsi's better than Coke.
Well, let's leave it up to Kayla to find that one out.
Are you a Coke or Pepsi person? Did you know side by side it's almost impossible to tell them apart? Well, every day this past week during lunch, I went around and asked students if they could determine the difference between Coke and Pepsi. Let's see how y'all did. All right, Carson, I'm going to ask you to try both of these, and you have to tell me which one's Coke and which one's Pepsi.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, I swallowed my gum. That was Pepsi, that was Coke.
This one's Pepsi.
That's Pepsi.
That's Pepsi and that's Coke.
All right, Jackson, which one's Coke and which one's Pepsi?
This is definitely Coke and this is definitely Pepsi.
All right, are you sure?
Positive, 100%.
The red's definitely Coke.
They taste the same. Is this Coke and this is Pepsi?
I think this one's Mountain Dew, actually.
That's Coke. This is Pepsi.
All right, can you tell me which one's Coke and which one's Pepsi?
Let's see. Coke, Pepsi.
So next time you get the chance, see if you can tell the difference. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Here at Nation Ford, we love to hear what our student body has to say.
Especially when it involves funny tweets.
Let's see what our students have had to say this week using #TheRealNafo.
I turned in a math test today that had more tears on it than answers. The real Nafo. That's so unfortunate.
Thought my quiz today was easy. Meanwhile, the girl behind me cried because it was so hard. She got an 86. I got a 28.
Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait.
When your friend complains about not having time to make up assignments, what is flex? #TheRealNafo. Yeah, what is flex?
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? #TheRealNafo. Wow, they really do look a lot alike.
When the whole class is failing and your teacher still thinks that it's the student's fault. I don't understand that one.
When your tests aren't multiple choice, #Nafo for real. #you gotta know.
When you juju because your students wanted you to, but now they just make fun of you for it.
Not knowing certain announcements because it will interrupt our class time. #TheRealNafo. How about #announcements link on the webpage? Or just call me. Phone moi.
Why do sophomores and juniors think they can park in the senior parking lot? Because I said so.
This has been the Nafo News. I'm Max.
And I'm Cassidy. Have a great weekend, Falcons.